Greetings, we're playing Morrowind. Nerevar's Enwas is the mod list. And we're currently doing Do Not Go Gentle, and we're doing Fallout 4 Horizon. And there's a little break time in there, and sort of naturally, we can take a day or two. And so I thought, man, I need another game to just tide me over. And so I installed Oblivion, and I installed Morrowind. And we are going to play Morrowind for a little bit. We'll see how far we get. And we're going to see what this mod list is like. I haven't played Morrowind in years. I know very little about it. I know the first town pretty much down. And I know a little bit about Balmora and Seyda-Neen. Man, beyond that, I forget. It's been a long time. So this is mostly a blind playthrough. Let's be Werdna in honor of one of my favorite games of all time, which is Wizardry.
Excuse me.
And so this mod list has a quick character generation, which I
so tiresome.
Truly appreciate. We can just literally go and just do this instantaneously. So we're going to go, I think mage. I think we're doing mage. I think the goal is to mage up. We're going to mage up here. And, I mean, so now keep in mind, and we'll be, okay. So, I liked that phase. But I cannot do, like, I can't do the candle hair. There you go. So we're going to do the man bun hair. I do like that. He looks very severe, right? He looks very... Now, again, so high elf, resist common disease, pointless. My understanding is that common disease is fairly easily avoided. We have Sundered from Annuel, which is going to give us our resistance penalty, our malice, to magic of fire, frost, and shock. So we're going to be weak to other magicians. And Glimpse into Aetherius, which is we cast on us, and then we get Restore Magic, but we're then weak. So this is an interesting... So we have a nice magical pool here to do it. Now, I don't know how often you can do that. That's sort of the interesting question. Can you do that all the time as long as you're willing to take the malice? Because that would really be useful to us. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what's what.
Falls to pieces.
But we are currently
about this, or find someone else
high
to
elf.
talk to.
We're going to make a custom class, of course. Magic's going to be our specialization to get the +5 across the board. Intelligence is our first favorite attribute. And then there's different ways you could go here, I think. I definitely think, obviously willpower is the wizardy thing. Speed and endurance would be the other two I would consider picking. So I'm going to go, though. We're going to mage out. And I do wonder what some of the cool options might be. But let's do willpower. We're going to go pretty stock standard. So destruction, alteration, and I think conjuration are my top three for sure. And then for my other major skills, I'm going to go unarmored. And I don't love the so let's go over here then, and that leaves us with mysticism, potentially. So let's put restoration in the major. So that leaves mysticism. That's going to leave a weapon type. We could do blunt. Right, since stabs will be good for us, since we're going full-on mage. I like to think that we're going to do athletics to be faster. Definitely going to do enchant. Let's do mercantile. And should we switch any of those around? You know what? And this is dumb, I think, probably a little bit on my part. I'm going to swap out athletics for restoration minor. So mysticism and restoration are going to be the spells I don't do very well. Illusion is, I'm just not doing it. I mean, I might do it, but it is neither major or minor. And the reason I want unarmored and athletics up high is because the one thing about Morrowind that I do remember disliking greatly is the move speed, and let's mitigate that a little bit. So we're going to call this. I don't know, what do we call this? I don't know. Let's call it. I mean, we'll just go out. Wizard. I don't know. Who knows, right? Elf. Wizard. Done. There you go. We are an elf wizard. That is our class description or name. So magic, int, willpower.
You are
And there you
beginning
go.
to annoy me.
Am I? Yes, I am. Anyway, so now we have so again this mod pack adds so many of these, and I think we're just gonna go super dull. We could maybe go and do a bunch of other things. Maybe I could see going for Steed as a for instance. And I think some of that has to do with what our elfin power allows us to do. And if we can just cast that at will, if we're willing to take the hit. If that's the case, then this would be super useful because you could do a lot of cool, right? Feather 200 means you are a carrying capacity god. You could do Serpent of the Mage, and you could pop these guys. So first off, you're going to get a resist magic bonus. The next thing is you're going to get a power that allows you to drain magic on an enemy. So that doubly gives you that gets sort of helps you nuke the enemy mages before they nuke you, kind of thing. So you could do a bunch of other things. I think we're probably going for, you could do the tower again. Because again, the tower's sort of good because, man, you get a ton of int right off the bat. All of a sudden, you are an intelligence god. Or you could just get open 100. Bam! And you're done. And you never have to worry about that. So there's a lot of that going on where there's so many different good options here. And we might just go for the boring one. Might just go for the mage. And mage is going to give us plus 10 in. We're going to do it. And then 0.9. And so we get this great little... So again, with this character creation, we get to add to our stats. We're definitely going to put at least 10 points into intelligence. I think I'm going to put speed up as far as I can go with it. I think I'm going to put endurance up as far as I can go with it. Done. Willpower gets 10 points. And I'm going to say strength gets 10 points. And I think that's it. So we're going to go with 40 strength, 64 int, 50 willpower, 50 speed, 50 endurance. Everything else is 30. Let's do it. There you go. I've picked. I've
First,
chosen.
let me take your identification papers. Thank you.
So we're just
Word
going to
of your
go
arrival
and do
only
all
reached
this
me
done.
yesterday.
So
I am Celis
the
Gratius,
story is...
but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind.
The story is, we're going to serve the Emperor. We are being released from prison, and the condition of our release is that we do this job. And this job is to go to this guy named Caius Casades in Balmora. Done. That's what we need to know. Oh, good. My keybinds, I think, still sort of vaguely work that I set up when I was testing this. Okay, I can sort of deal with that. So let's set up. So we're going to set up the save keys here. Let's do Firebite. On one. Wow, the only other problem that I'm going to have is, I mean, I don't have a lot of spells to begin with. We're going to have to... On 9, I'm going to put my Bound Dagger, and on 8, we're going to put a Glimpse into Aetheris. And I think maybe 5 we'll put Shield, but there you go.
What?
So that's how we're going to start. Theoretically, E opens things. Excellent. Okay. So that's good. So we've increased the size of the UI, so it's a little wonky. It's a little different than normal, but I think I like it better. So we're going to live with that. It's good. And again, our goal is to use our magic more than anything else. And we have a big magic pool. 218, it seems, magic pool. And we're going to try to level int, of course, and probably endurance early to get as many hit points as possible. You'll notice we only have 45 hit points. We are pretty darn weak. So one thing I want to know is, can I cast Glimpse? You've already used that power today, so it is a once-a-day power. So good to know. That power is a once-a-day power, and it recharges in 23 hours. So it is good for a one-time thing. We're going to get 180 magicka out of it, and a super nice, and a boost to our magicka because our int will go up. So good to note. But it's not a mainstay. We can't just cast that.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear.
And this is Fargoth. And again, I know the first town pretty well. His ring was that ring in the bucket, and we're going to give it to him because he's going to give us a little bit of XP. So this mod also changes the XP. You don't level skills. It's much like Do Not Go Gentle in that it's a static leveling system. You get experience for quests and locations and so on. And we just did a good deed for him and got 50 XP. But he took the healing ring. So we do need a little bit of starting crap, effectively. So let's be a little cognizant of that. They do start you with a lockpick here, and they sort of anticipate that you will take much of this. And we will take at least... I don't love that, but okay. We'll take the silverware bit and the food. I think that's okay. And then to lockpick, we actually equip a lockpick, and then we attack. We attack the chest. So that's how that works. We're going to get a little bit of extra cash from that. And I think we're good. Now, I'm almost never going to use this mace right off the bat, so keep that in mind.
Find someone else to bother.
So now we've got at least our starting layout of crap set up. And you will see why I took athletics.
Welcome
and so
to a
on
Reel's
early
Trade
is
House.
you'll,
I'm a
you'll
Reel,
just see that I don't
publican
have
and proprietor.
I mean, the
Don't take
stamina
what
drops the
doesn't
entire
belong to
time.
you. You're
It's
a
sort
new
of
face
it's
here.
sort of bad.
If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
So I do want to set up the mod a little bit. We got this carbonated character progress, and I would like to know enable XP, etc. So yeah, I get all that. And that's all fine. Enable perks. We're going to enable perks. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I just want to see that part of the mod since it's in here. I probably should allow this to stay off because obviously the mod list author sort of wanted it off. But I really want to see the perks. Oh, you're not going to get any perk points anyway, by default, huh? Well, then we'll keep it off. Obviously, the mod list author decided this was not ideal, so we're going to leave it off for them. I am going to do one thing, though, that is going to... presumably there's weapon perks, and that's the issue, I think. I don't know. Anyway, is that we're going to toggle always hit. We're going to turn it off. We don't always hit. And the reason is, so, right, Morrowind is, has that sort of, I'm going to call it controversy, which is...
Interesting.
I can swing, my cursor can right be on that guy, and I can be within range and still miss because I failed a 2-hit chance. And people don't like that. Obviously, Skyrim, Oblivion got rid of that. Having said that, we're going to do it. This is the Morrowind experience.
Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin.
All right, buddy.
I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No
I
credit.
understand.
You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the books that we got. Well, I'm going to cancel this. Let's read all the books just to make sure that there's nothing in those books. I don't think there is. Yeah, the Book of Daedra, the Firmament. Like, none of these books are leveling books. You don't get any experience for reading them. I did see mysticism, though. Let's just make sure. No, you get nothing from any of those. So I am free to sell all
Welcome
these.
to Ariel's Trade House.
Yes,
I barter for
100%.
goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
So I'm going to keep one pitcher because I'm going to use that to fill water up. This mod list also has a little bit of survival to it. I'm going to sell the scroll. Not that it's a bad scroll. It's just I need the money more than I need the ability to cast a fireball right now. I'm going to hopefully get, I'm going to just go for 1 more percent. And he took it. Just to see what we'll do there. So we got $250. We have 371 now. So that's good. And we're
Welcome
going
to
use
Arrow's
that
Trade
to
House.
buy.
I barter for goods
my
or
God,
coin.
this guy-
I
this
also
guy's
have a
killing me.
small selection of spells for
Do ya?
sale. No
Okay.
credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
So what I'm going to do is I am going to Frostbite. I'm going to take Frostbite, and I'll tell you why in a second. And I think we have to do Hearth Heal also. So those are the 2 spells I buy off of Ariel here. And that's going to lead us here. 3 is going to be Hearth Heal. And we're actually going to do 2 is going to be Frostbite, and 4 will be our Summon. And so the reason I buy Frostbite always, even though I already have a touch spell, is because this island is full of Dark Elves, Dunmer, who are all fire resistant. So we're going to, if we're fighting a Dunmer, we are 100% going to hit them with the Frostbite and not the other thing, not the fire.
If you'll excuse me.
So one last thing we do in here is we're going to read. I am going to pour ignoble fishwife. We're going to read the notices to make sure that we get a little bit of stuff in our journal. And there you go. So Indrele Rathrion needs some crab meat. So she would be happy to pay us for some crab meat. In addition, it seems that a tax collector has been killed near somewhere, or not killed, but is missing. And so we're asked to figure out what happened to the tax collector, or if we have any information to go to the guy that checked us in, and so on. So we are gonna, oops. We are gonna go kill some crabs and harvest their meat. These crabs should fall pretty quick. They have 15 hit points. Yeah. And we have a knife. So we have to skin them in this mod. This mod has like a hunting kind of thing going on. And we have to actually hack at it with our knife. And we did. We got 2 pieces of meat there. Let's see if we can't collect 5 pieces of meat. So we discovered Bitter Coast region. And you'll see that we are 90 of 150 points to leveling. So we'll level pretty quick here early on. Oop, there's a scrib. Killed him, and a little Quama mite there. Quama are sort of the weird, like they can be tamed, but the wild ones you have. There's a rat up there. Oop, there, and oh, hold on. I think I saw. Let's kill the rat first. We got 1 piece of rat meat. Woohoo. I'm also going to collect mushrooms. Oh, man. Take all. We're going to take everything. Can we dispose of his corpse? We can't. His corpse needs to be there for something. Yeah, I hope that stuff doesn't go away forever. Like, I was hoping maybe to we could come back and re-get it, but okay, maybe not. So we found the guy. He's got some normal clothes. He's got a tax record, which you will notice, Foreign Galineth is the one who owes the most taxes. Now, that's not quite enough evidence to damn Foreign Galineth, but let's go get some other evidence and see what's going on with our guy there. We're collecting alchemy ingredients for two reasons. One is we can do alchemy if we need to. The other reason is, I already know, we're going to need it for the first Mage Guild quest. So we do have 5 crab meat. So we can turn this in. So we can turn it in, and we can go talk about what is necessary. You know, the fact that this guy died, this tax collector. So the mod list has like a whole bushcrafting thing. So literally, I can craft tools out of wood and stuff. So there's my walking speed. You'll see how slow that is, but my stamina is getting recovered. And there's my quote-unquote run speed. There is no sprint speed. This is as good as it gets. So let's find... who is this? That's a Dunmer. Let's see. I've never seen you before. What do you want? Latest rumors. I heard another trading ship was lost due to unnatural storm surrounding Fort Firemoth. Celis Gravis of the Imperial Legion said he's working on a solution. Background. I asked myself, do I like you enough to know about this? What about the murder? Found his body, huh? Well, it's up to you what to do with the information. I suppose that Cutius Argala in the census office would be the one to tell.
I'm sure there's someone else you can bother.
Oh, she looks pretty. She's pretty. She is not pretty.
I haven't seen your face before. Would you like a little advice?
Yeah, sure.
Or are you looking for someone in
Sure, you look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasartis Cave? It's right over there near the Silk Strider port. I think I will. Actually, I think I will. Hey, Fargoth, let me ask you a question. Oh, he doesn't care about the murder.
Of course. What may I do for you?
How wonderful. Yes, what do you want?
Goodness.
If you're looking to get out of Seydanin, I'll be happy to give you a little advice.
Little advice. New here, take the Silk Strider to Vivek or Bamora. Fast and cheap. Blah, blah, blah. No trouble with wild animals, smugglers, or bandits. Go see Darvame Halaran over at the Strider Port and tell her Vodnus Nucius sent you. Vodnus Nucius? That's me. Okay, got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. By the way, I did try that already. She doesn't give a discount. She's like, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that guy. Sure. You don't care about what happened, but this guy does. It's a little bit of a dark game in some of the indoors. I think a little bit. Hello, murder. Murdered? What a waste. Processius was a good man. I've been wondering why we hadn't heard from him. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money? I'm going to say yes. And he's going to tell us that that's cool. It's punishable by death. We're going to execute that justice, and he'll give us 500 if we do. So we did
have time for you.
We have $300 that we're going to make. Oh, wrong way. I apologize. And I can't. I thought maybe I could go to sleep here. Like I was like, oh, maybe I can go to sleep here. There's paper. I mean, there's not enough here to be a thief. You know, like if there was like a ton of cash. I did take, like I said, the easy stuff there because you do need some starting cash to get your spells. So I figured that would be fine. So, okay, we got to find who did this to our guy. Hey, it's Indrele. Indrele, your note. She's like, hey, 5 crab meat, thank you. CB bless you. CB is the triumph, the triad of the Dwemer man gods almost, right? The 3 dudes that made themselves gods. Vivek, Sothasil, and Almexia. You have no idea how much this means to me. I know it's not much. I'm not super into Morrowind lore, by the way, so I will mess it up all day. Here's all the money I have. So she literally gives me all the money she has, $2.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find.
Which is sort of sad that she just gave me her last $2. Having said that, she also gave me 50 XP, and we're up to 140 of 150. So we are almost there. We could also use these flowers, believe it or not. So again, I know the first, a willow, a heather, golden kennet. Like, I'm going to need these flowers too. So we are going to take them while we're here. And again, this is all for the first couple Mage Guilds quests. So it's very dark in this room, but we'll talk to this lady. Now, this lady
think you can
left the note. Are you looking for some, the murder? Processius, murder? No, tell me it's not so. He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I became so close the past few months, I don't know what I'll do. I've only seen him get angry once or twice. What do you mean, seen him get angry once or twice? Well, not even angry, I suppose. I saw him arguing once with foreign Glyneth about his taxes. That guy. So, there you go. So she wants to know what happened with his ring. It would ease my heart. Sure. I gave him the ring months ago. It was dear to him. I would like it to remember him. If I find the ring, I'll bring it back. So there you go. We got the tax collector. He's been murdered. We're going to heal. So here is foreign Glyneth's house. We're going to heal. We're going to save. We're going to cast shield. And we're going to get on to, we're going to cast summon our summon.
Find someone else to bother.
Then we're going to ask him about the murder. And he's like, that fetcher, you're damn right I did him in. And a good thing. He was skimming a load of money off the top from all us honest people. Overcharging us and keeping the rest for himself. I'm sorry, dude. Your punishment's already been decided. You are a dead man. I'll kill you too then. Haha.
You will.
So we're going to hit him with frostbite. And try to stay away from him because he punches pretty hard. Like you see, he took like a chunk of my health with one punch. And he can do that and then stun me and then just totally jack me up. So I'm going to take, so he has a common belt of the scout. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. So we're going to take all, and then we are going to dispose of his corpse. And I'm going to put the belt on, frankly, because it's a small bonus to athletics. And medium armor, but that's not going to help me. I don't really want his skull, but we're taking that stuff. And we get the little buff. This is a skill book, so we get 30 points. And we also get... What does Dance and Fire give us? I forget. Mercantile, I think. And it says we should rest on what we've learned. And we are going to take... So here's a campfire. We could actually hang something off it if we had like a pot or something. I am going to take all of his goods. It's a little mean since I just killed the guy. I'm going to take all his goods. I'm going to need some of this crap. I can't sleep in his hammock, which is too darn bad. We don't need to sleep in his hammock, but I can't. That stinks.
I can already tell I'm not going to like this.
Yeah, don't go in there. Shh, it's fine. So I'm going to go to his friend and lover here, and I'm going to give her the ring back first. Because I said I would. And she gives me jack all for it, but a couple potions. Hello, miss. Murder, I can't believe he's gone. I still don't like you, and I still don't want to talk to you, but here's his ring. Oh, you found it. Oh, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so she... So that clears that out. And now I'm going to go back to the census house, and we'll turn this in. And that will be the first sort of, quest line cleared, right? We've done the thing we set out to do. And it just so happens we knew everything we sort of needed to do on that one. But you'll notice no quest markers. There's no quest markers in the game. Really, Morrowind is an exercise in following instructions. So, murder, I heard you asking around. I'm glad to see this matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward, Werdna. It's good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to our emperor. We get 50 XP and 500 gold, and then we say
I don't have
goodbye.
time for you.
So we're actually in really good shape in terms of cash. Like, we now have a little nest egg of 544 bucks. We've got a couple bits of crap to sell. It's not great, but there's a couple bits of crap to sell. So we will sell them.
Welcome to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
So we're selling a bunch of crap. It's not really getting us much cash. I mean, I suppose these are get out of jail free heals, right? If you get your butt kicked. So I think I am going to keep these for now. That's going to be 81 bucks to our name. Let's go to 83 bucks. I just want to get acclimated to... So now, does he have anything that I care about? So, like, this, the wand isn't terrible, right? It's blunt. So what does my mace do? My mace right now does 1 to 12 damage, typically. This wand is going to do 1 to 4 damage and then 5 to 8. So it's going to do 6 to 12. But, of course, then you have to charge it. Now, normally I would actually be super jazzed about that because charging the stuff, and I'm sorry, I realize now that his little menu is blocked by my face. Sorry about that. When you charge stuff with enchanting, it levels your enchanting skill, but not with this mod, because this mod, you don't level any skills. You have to level your skills up when you level based on the XP you've got. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's a little bit where you go, well, that's not as cool. Because this thing would have served as a way for me to up my enchanting, as well as sort of do some damage. The mace weighs 15. These weigh a little less. How much does that cost? $229. So I could buy a wand. None of the armor is going to help me. I will say, with the exception of a backpack would give me 20 feather, which means it's actually 20 carry weight. So not terrible. And then there's this brown fur backpack, which costs $344. And it's 70 carry weight. So that's a huge, huge deal for me. It is a... What? 35% boost to care. So I am probably going to buy that. And this common shirt is probably too expensive for what you get, but it is +4 to +4 to your blunt weapon and destruction, which is sort of cool. There's a lot of stuff like that in Morrowind, like little tweaky things, which is sort of cool. Like the enchantments are varied. Let's buy the backpack, the brown fur backpack. That's absolutely the case. We're going to try to knock the price down a few bucks. And we did. Excellent. Okay. So now I'm going to put that on. And there you go. And now we have feather. And you'll notice that our encumbrance just dropped by 70. Even though we are carrying all this stuff, we're 2 of 200. So it's like negative encumbrance.
This
So
is
I like
unexpected,
that.
but not unwelcome. Please go ahead. Welcome to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods
And
or coin.
I
also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
How much is that? 652. Well, way too much. Okay. So for now, I think that's where we're going to stop our purchasing here. We're done for now. We're going to just get out of Dodge. We've got a backpack. That actually makes me really, really, really happy. Hey, we're like twinsies now. There's my backpack. I'm just jaunting along. Right? All right, let's get back to first person here. So, okay, what else? Well, so there's a Silt Strider. That is going to take us to Balmora, but we're not going to do that quite yet. We are going to spend, probably, I'm going to say, the rest of this episode, we're going to clear this cave out. So where's the cave, you might ask? The cave is right there. We're going to stop here at the Steed Stone. So we're going to pop the Steed Stone, and that is going to somewhere. What does that do for us? That gives us a 20-point speed buff. I'm going to take the amulet and the hat and the lantern from here. I'm going to put the hat on because I just think it looks cool, just because I can't help it. And I'm going to wear the lantern. And that's going to give me a little bit more light. So let's cast Shield again. Let's enter the cave. I think we should save here. And again, we're in here, and yeah, here's like if I tried to flame her to death, it would take way longer, way more magic, and she would get a bunch of shots in on me. This way it worked real well. So a slave key I'm going to need. I mean, we're just going to dispose of the corpse anyway, which is going to give me all the crap. Entrails, I don't like that. Can I cook entrails? No, I just put them down. Yeah, can you roast entrails? I don't know. I can pick up the boat. I'm probably not going to pick up the boat, by the way. So I'm going to pop up here. And I've been here before. I'm going to set these guys free. There you go. We're going to unlock.
Be afraid of this one.
Unlock your bracers too. And you as well. Good luck, guys. Go into the world. Morrowind's a little rough, but you guys can do it.
Your bidding, Muthsera.
I really wish you would come with me and kill your enslavers with me, but I know you're not going to do that. So we're going to summon, because this guy's a mage, and he will otherwise light me up. And he's lighting me up right now, actually. He's lighting me up right now. So Frostbite is a good buy. Because like I said, all those fights against all these Dunmer go really poorly. You get more entrails? Oof. Okay. Alright. I mean, I suppose we could eat them, but that's a little disturbing. So this Dwemer Tanto is awesome. But keep in mind that it is illegal to sell Dwemer artifacts, quote-unquote, in Morrowind without a license. Chitin Boots of Haste. I might wear those. You also can't sell skooma or moon sugar, I think are both illegal. I'm going to pick up all the loot here that I can. Let's take all for now. And where am I at? 97. So I'm still in good stead. Thank you, Ghost. You did quite well there for me. Wow, these guys have tons of crap. Let's see where that leaves me weight-wise. I'm going to leave all the bad stuff. Let's go until we literally run out of weight here, and then we will... Oh, okay. $168. I don't need all of that. I can leave that alone. The only danger is we are... Oh, and we're weighed down, so you can tell, because we are absolutely losing more stamina as we run. Now, what's our light armor? Our light armor is 5. Maybe that's just telling us you need to just wear... Yeah, we're burning through the stamina. Let's, I'll tell you what. Let's take the boots off for now. We'll just put the common shoes back on. Got some dirty water here. We're gonna use it, swim into the next chamber. Quick catch our breath. Go down. There's a levitate potion. Super useful. And then we're gonna walk up here. There's one rat up here. He's a big one. He's a big rat. Like a big fat, and he's dead. Okay. Couple gold drakes here still. And one thing that I cannot see is that darn ring. Somewhere there's a ring. Somewhere there's a lantern. That lantern is out, though. It is done. So we're going to drop it. There's the thief ring. So a little bit of pixel bitching there to make sure we have that ring. Uh, 172. So this was, I mean, honestly, this is a good run. I'm really happy with how that run went. And then we just come out above where we were before, drop down. There's one other way to go. Is there anything there that I care about? That's a good question, actually. And I mean, I have enough. Let's do the one last thing here to get as much as we can get. I'm cold, though. You'll see at the bottom there, a little chilly. And for 187. One thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put the Glimmer Tanto in there. Because, again, I can't sell it. I can't use it. So there's nothing really up here. There's a rusted chest. You get a potion, some gold, and a vase. Bam. And then there's a skeleton down here. And all this guy has is bone meal, of course. There's a fishing pole and a basket. Nothing real good. But the chest can, I think the chest is random-ish. I don't know. Could be worth it. So let's get out of Dodge. Let's get back to Satanine. Sell all of our ill-gotten loot. Well, it's their ill-gotten loot. It's our well-gotten loot. I don't know if you take it. Is it receiving stolen goods if you receive someone else's stolen goods by killing them and taking their stuff? Probably. Probably the authorities don't want to encourage. So I'm thinking a couple things. Now, again, I will. Let's see where this goes. I am sort of vaguely thinking you could pick some of the wackier signs, birth signs, have a lower monocap, knowing that you have a once a day free refill. Maybe that's worth considering. You know, one of the ones with some extra powers.
Welcome to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
So we're not going to have heavy armor. Like, we're just not going to be wearing that. The shield, not going to be using a shield. Not going to be using that shield. So we're up to 290, which is good. Good stuff. It's a jagged chitin dagger. Again, we don't do short blade. So it probably just behooves us to sell the vast majority of this stuff. Oh, I see the reason, because we need light armor 20 or this is going to suck. So we are just going to suck it up and sell it. Same thing with the Tanto of soul stealing. Yeah, so we're selling all that stuff. I don't necessarily hate these. And I suppose we don't have to get rid of them. They're light and airy, right? Go to 545 and he takes the offer. And now I'm going to ask for a water refill into my silverware pitcher. And we will
Welcome
indeed
to
ask
Ariel's
for a
Trade
hot
House.
meal.
I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice?
All right. So we are fed. You know, not wearing anything super exciting. Like we didn't find anything like game changing, but we do have a host of potions. So let's sell most of those.
Welcome
I
to
don't
Ariel's
actually
Trade House.
want
I barter for
most
goods
of
or
these.
coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear
I
about
hear
our
you.
most
Restore,
popular
I'll keep.
potions, our most popular scrolls?
Levitate, I'll keep. All the short-lived, I'm gonna sell. I don't think I need them. I'll sell the scroll that is just an attack. The utilities, really? I mean, I'll sell the bound mace. I will sell the skulls just because that's I don't want them. And the fishing pole, even though my guess is that has value, somehow you probably could use it to fish. Let's go up by a couple bucks. All right, so we are up to $1,100 now. So we have done pretty darn well. We're doing pretty darn well money-wise. How much is that ring? Restore fatigue 1 to 8 for 5 points on self. So you're going to get 5 to 40 points of fatigue back. It definitely doesn't suck because again, there's a lot of running. So I think maybe we buy that. Yeah, we'll buy it. It'll be our treat to us for clearing out this first area so well. There you go. So, okay. So that's the first cave and the first quest. And we're going to save. And I think what we're going to do when we come back next episode is we will do a quick scout around Satanine, and then we're going to head to Balmora. So I do appreciate it. Hopefully, like I said, this is a little bit of an off, off the script game. We'll be back at it here. We'll have a couple episodes probably done just even today. Play a couple more hours. Post those over the next few days. And at some point next week, we'll be getting back into Do Not Go Gentle. I would like some folks that are watching to keep to catch up with that, though, and tell me if we're going to stick with Lydia dying or if we're going to rewind time a little bit to save her. Because, of course, Lydia died, because Lydia dies. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in a bit.